My name is Christina Padilla, and I'm here today to talk about storytelling and presentations. Although I have personally experienced the benefits of infusing storytelling in a presentation, I didn't always quite know how to do it. In 1996, I had to take a high school speech class. I was 15 years old and terrified of speaking in front of people. Weeks leading up to my first speech, I was a wreck. Since my teacher dictated the topic, I had no personal connection to the subject matter. I couldn't think of anything worse than standing alone in front of my peers and talking about something I didn't care about. I delivered the speech with an emotionless tone, spouted a ridiculous amount of facts and statistics, and spoke as quickly as possible so I could be done with it. No one remembered what I said, and most importantly, I didn't give anyone a reason to. The presentations that stay with people long after they were given are the ones that employ good storytelling. The global phenomenon of TED Talks makes a good case for this. TED Talks have transformed how ideas are being transferred across the globe and are influencing how presenters deliver information. These talks cover a vast amount of topics, but nearly all utilize some form of storytelling. As of November 2012, the number of collective viewings of TED Talks reached over the 1 billion mark, and by 2015, there were over 2,000 posted talks. Of these, the #1 viewed talk was by Ken Robinson on the importance of creativity in schools. Instead of providing statistics or research to back his claims, Robinson told a series of stories throughout his presentation. This worked on two levels. First, he made the material personal. Instead of providing a statistic on the percentage of children who are misdiagnosed with ADD because their energy and creativity aren't effectively channeled, he told a story about Gillian Lynn, a world-renowned dancer and choreographer for two of the longest-running shows on Broadway, who was almost diagnosed with a learning disorder by her school instead of letting her creativity flourish. Secondly, the stories work to show, not tell. Robinson's use of storytelling made the audience engage with him. They were not passive participants simply absorbing facts. Instead, they were transported into the scenes and conversations that he provided. It's hard to find a personal connection to a number, but most people can think of a child sometime in their life who's had a difficult time concentrating in class because they're busy drawing a picture. Stories work. They activate our imaginations and connect us to a larger human experience. The goal of any presentation is to ensure your message is effectively transferred to your audience. Cognitive science has proven that narrative is a basic principle for memory storage. We comprehend information best when told through a story. So why not employ this technique when trying to persuade, inform, or motivate your audience? Likewise, when you tell a personal story, you're more engaged with your material and invested in your message. This directly translates to how attentive and receptive your audience will be. I learned this firsthand when I gave a presentation last summer. As I mentioned earlier, I'm terrified of speaking in front of people. Although I was very nervous to give my presentation to a room of over 50 people, I was passionate about my subject matter. I was telling the stories of female motorcyclists. As a motorcyclist myself, I had a vested interest, and my audience could tell. By weaving stories throughout my presentation, I was able to guide my audience through the experiences these women had with riding. There wasn't a single sound in that room except my voice. Although many in the audience didn't personally know a woman who rode, by the end of my presentation, they felt as though they did. The success of my presentation and Robinson's stemmed from sharing personal experiences with others and providing new perspectives of the world. It helped the audience relate to our material and be a part of the presentation rather than a simple receptacle for information. Forbes magazine even went as far to say that storytelling is the only thing that works. Where this may or may not be true, employing storytelling will definitely add a personal touch to your next presentation and help you engage with your audience on a deeper level.